Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Jordan Brooks.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now it's Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kene Nwangu
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up.
They thought about it. I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Penny. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there on the run. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kene Nwangu
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Brady. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Brady's going to sneak it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now a give running right, Nwangu. Space to run past the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got his big tight end here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores, Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kene Nwangu
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40. A lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. There's Evans again. Complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air. But no, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they got it first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kene Nwangu, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage down looming.
Wait, that Alabama 380. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight. Sugar. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now Brady. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm.
Know why they do it for these situations? First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Trey Flowers.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Brady. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20.
There's a nice... Now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Brady to throw again. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a second down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Regular. 15. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Go. Jack it, reload.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Brady now to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Brady got to have this one. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Jordan Brooks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
Looking to throw. Brady.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brady going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Brady now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Goal 50.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Single. Let's go on. No, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate quite.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
99 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Let's go. 180. Alert, alert. Here we go. Check 4. 77.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off.
Focus, focus. Eight.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.